Hey everyone, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, day by day. Today is 4th of July. Thanks for being here. What are we getting into today? Probably about the same thing we did yesterday, which is to say, basically just leveling up characters, trying to get a little bit more gear, trying to get a modicum of whatever closer to where we need to be and able to be successful in this raid. It's funny. I think a lot of people have been watching these scribble raids or these scribe raids, and he's like, I could kick myself because he's out there pointing out because he's not the only one that's out there pointing out, hey, the raid is pretty easy if you do this. And yeah, that's true. But the thing is, how many people are going to be able to do that? Pretty much the only people who are going to be able to do what Arnold and Scribble and all of the main streamers that aren't me are going to be able to do is they're going to be is yes, they have been around. They've been playing this game for how many years? And they have a lot of experience. And so they can do a lot more stuff than I can do. And I don't know where you are. I'm guessing you're probably closer to where Scribe or Arnold or Newt or whoever you follow, that's not me, is. There's a reason I'm not there. Because I haven't been playing as long as I have. And also because I'm having fun. And I'm trying not to overspend. Operative word there is trying. Because a lot of times I try and I'm not really successful. And that just comes with the territory. It doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. It just means it's the way it is right now for whatever reason. And it's super, super challenging to be here. Because I'm at the point now where I'm feeling like these guilds, I feel like are right on the cusp of making demands of me of how to play this game that I never wanted to make. Because that's the beauty. That was the beauty of Disney Sorcery Arena. Because in this game they have mods. In Disney Sorcery Arena, all you had was a summoner stone that you had to put in. And it was like on most characters you put speed just like you did on here. But it's not like you had to worry about second or it's not like you had to match an offense and speed or a speed offense or a speed with potency percent, health percent, tenacity percent, all this stuff. It was just, oh, it's a tank, you put health on there. And basically anybody else, unless they were a healer, I mean, even if they were support, attacker, off tank to a certain extent, or unless they were just a super powerful offensive unit, you would put speed on there. And then if they were a support that actually had healing, you would put a green healing stone on. Or if they were an offensive powerhouse, and they were fast enough, you just wanted to be able to hit really hard, you would put an offense stone on them. In this game, you've got, you pretty much, large number of characters have, they want 4 health, or no, 2 health and 4 speed. And you want speed secondaries, and then all these other percentages. And then you have to switch your mods. And I'm to the point now where people are starting to, want to switch mods out for JC. And it's like, well, and it's like, that's not really a thing, because all I do when I mod is I just go to SWGOH. I'm like, hey, it says speed health. That's what I put them on. I try to get the numbers as high as I can. And I don't know if there's another setup for them in a different situation. But I will tell you that on some of my accounts, I'm starting to switch out of what I've been farming as far as assault battles. And I'm starting to lean more towards Mommy Mandalore and Jedi Cal. And in those, I'm just going to set them up, I don't have enough time to remod, so I'm just going to set them up for, because I'm like, why would you do that? Especially for me, who doesn't care about GAC. I'm just going to set them up for TW or TV and just be like, okay, your mods are set. Because based upon what we've seen, there's a couple of things. Are they ever, Jedi Cal, and unless I have the Jedi Cal team is not a team that you're going to use for TW, and neither to my extent is the Mama Mandalore. At least not that I've seen. But you are going to use them for TV, and so it's like, well, why wouldn't I just mod them for TV? So that's where I'm headed. Still not on the path to Galactic Legends on a lot of accounts. Why? Because I don't want them. Now, soon enough, and I'm not telling you this to be like, well, there's something to be concerned about. The thing to be concerned about is if they put out another raid next year, and they say that, hey, the accessible team is going to be pirates. That's the time to be concerned, because if I don't have time to be able to farm stuff that's not raid requirements, my patience with this game is going to run real thin, real fast. And I'm hoping that I can get to where I need to be, because I don't know. I don't know if some person in this guild is going to be like, hey, Zubba Zubba, you need this, you need to hit this mark and this. And it's like, I don't do that. Because if that's going to happen, I need time. I need time to be able to farm stuff. And if I'm just having this stuff do to hop from raid team to raid team to raid team, I'm not sure who that appeals to, but it's not me. Maybe it appeals to you, and if it does, great. I am trying to get towards Leia now. I'm actively trying to get towards Leia. And for whatever reason, with this new convoluted raid stuff, I feel like they're telling me that I'm going to that I'm just going to be farming for the raid perpetually without telling me that I'm going to have to keep farming for the raid perpetually. And that's not fun. So just be aware that if the trend that I'm seeing continues, and the one that I've been kind of beating the drum about for the past week or so, if that continues, there's a good chance we might be looking for another there's a solid chance that I might be looking for a new guild sooner rather than later. And I'm not telling you that to scare you. I'm telling you that so you know up front that I might be moving on. And that's just one of many reasons why I might be moving on. But it's as pertinent as any right now. But we continue to try to move in the direction of where we need to be for the raid, for the guild. The question is, will we actually ever make it there? And the answer I keep coming back to is probably not. Because for whatever reason, I don't know why. Why? If you're at this level, why is remodding for GAC and then remodding back for TW and TV fun? And then why is remodding for a raid fun? I mean, I don't know. I just want the best. I just want the best mod setup that gives me the best chance to do the best. I don't, if there's somebody out there who wants to spend $1 billion credits or whatever, remodding for each thing. Hey, I could go do a raid hit. I need to switch to my mod set. Oh, I gotta go back and get ready for TV. I need to switch to this set. I need to get ready for GAC. I need to go really switch to this set. No. Not. Just give me the one. Just give me the set that is going to work the best in the most places. It doesn't have to be perfect. If I get min-maxed, I get min-maxed. I just want to know what the one set is that I can be fairly successful in raids. I don't have to be perfect. I just need to be fairly successful. Be able to clear some stuff. Raids, TW, TB, and JC. The catch-all. Not the specialized that's going to give me an extra 10%, but just the one that's going to give me, like, I don't know. And maybe that sounds simplistic, and probably is, but you're probably right, but to where I am right now. Anyway, thank you for being here. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, what's going on with this thing? I'm setting. Okay, is that going to be better? That's probably better. What's going on with my mic? I don't know. Anyway, I hope I got something through. No idea. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. God bless. Hold the line. I have friends everywhere. Bye.